Hello everyone, welcome to the Xinhua special episode of live show. It's so nice to see you guys again. I'm Sui Lixi from Xinhua News Agency. And once again, we have our beautiful guest from the Russia, Alex.
Hi everyone, I'm Alex from Russia. I'm a student of Southwest University and I'm also really glad to see you again.
Okay, Alex, no need to say, it's just so exciting and crazy, the 2018 World Cup FIFA. Because it's just in the middle of the first round, and everybody around me is just talking about the games, the scores, and the stars from the 32 national teams. What about you?
Actually, I do have the same feelings. In the university, the students gather together in the dormitories, in canteens or classrooms to watch the games. And even if you're not keen on games, this time you got this news about it, and seems everyone went mad about it.
Okay, but I know that it's the exam week of your university.
Yeah, but we still can't get out of it.
Okay, so the World Cup is so popular and so hot, but this year's World Cup has already brought us so many surprises. Some of them I can even describe it as startles or shocking. Anything could happen on that football field,
Yeah,
you
the
know.
big teams won the strongest one.
Yeah.
I was impressed.
I'm already getting used to it, seeing those, weak teams just beat the strong teams. It's
Yeah.
very interesting to watch these games. And sometimes in the games, the results of the game is hard to predict.
I not so agree with you.
Yeah.
There are in 2010 in South Africa, there is an octopus called Paul,
Yeah.
and his owner gave him 2 bowls of his delicious food, and the one he chose was meant the team that will win. And every time he made a choice, he was right. So
Really?
some animals have this.
Oh, it's so amazing. So the octopus chose every time the right
Yeah.
team. Okay, so we give a try, Alex. Let's us predict a big game tonight.
Let's do it.
Tonight the strong team England will play against the Panama at 8 o'clock in China Standard Time. What's your take about this game?
Maybe England will win. Maybe it will be like 3-0.
Okay.
Let's see.
So you really believe in England, okay?
Yeah, they're professionals.
But
I think football has started from England.
Oh, you can say that.
So
But this year is, it's not a normal year. Anything could happen on the football field. Maybe at this moment, the one team get the control of the field. But you will never know after 5 or 10 minutes. No one will get the right prediction from
Yeah.
the big game like this. Why don't we wait till 8 o'clock and see the real result of the game, okay?
let's do it.
All right. So, Alex, as I know that lots of Chinese people, especially young people, they like to play the football games through the video. You know that?
Oh, I heard about it.
So
Tell
there,
me more.
but the video games in a society, they may be looked down upon by the others. They thought that it's not the good stuff, it's bad for the health. But just last year, the Jakarta Asian Games just used one of the esports to become the official exhibition matches of the game.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I can see that through all these aspects, even though the Chinese team can't make it, as usual, make to 2018 FIFA World Cup, everyone in China find themselves a way to get involved in this feast.
I noticed it.
Yeah, to the huge the fans of the world. Well, they watch the game very night, stayed up, and then they talk about the scores and they talk about the stars. And even though they flew over to the Russia to see the game, that's crazy.
It's worth it. It's a
sho-
great experience.
Yeah, it shows the true love of the football fans of football and of World Cup. By the way, do you like playing football, Alex?
Yes, surely I am. But I'm not so good at it. I think I like some football training.
Oh, okay. I knew you have to say that. So today I'll give you a surprise. I found two little football teachers for you.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank you.
They are in the field.
Oh, that's so young. Hi guys. What are your names?
My name is Wang Lei. My name is Yu Huifu.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So you guys today, before you teach our Russia guests some tricks, you may show us some special skills. Okay.
Okay.
Good.
Let's see.
Oh, he's
Wow.
good. Oh, he's
That's
not
amazing.
bad. Yeah.
It seems so easy.
He's
I should
very
remember.
talent of these two small child.
Wow.
One.
That's really impressive. Wow.
Whoa.
Wow. Wow.
Whoa. You know, ever they started and they can't stop. They can't. Okay.
But they're really great at it.
Whoa.
Oh.
So you see, this is the level of our Chinese next generation football.
Yeah.
All right,
I
all
like
right.
it. I mean-
So the guests want to learn from you guys. Teach her.
Teach her.
Yeah, teach her.
What should I do? Okay.
So they want you to shoot the goal. Shoot the ball. Give us a try, Alex. Try it. Oh, you made it. A second try. Oh, Alex. Maybe our guest Alex can't play football very well, just like her said. Oh, Alex. Yeah, the teachers just accomplished you. Oops. The ball roll over the goal. And Alex, what you feel about those kicks just at that moment?
I really liked it. I enjoyed it a lot, but it's not so easy.
Yeah, you know, playing football is not an easy thing.
And
Maybe you see the two children play the ball very easily. They touches the ball. They
Yeah.
use the ball with their head. But you know, even though the small movement, it will cost a very much time of the training and then invest the energy to make the
And not
football.
only regular training, it's also about good luck, I think.
Yeah, and I think most importantly, we need a teenagers training system to help those boys
Sure.
who love to play in the football. Give them an environment, give them conditions to do it. You know, through these years, Chinese government has done so much to help the children when they are very young and to help them train the football and to get the high level standards football skills.
Yes, I can see the results of it.
Yeah, and we made a small video clip of those years, the Chinese government. So just check it out.
Check it out.
Yeah.
It is a fact that China has less registered teenager football players. A large group of backup members is needed in any of the outstanding football team. Only the number of teenage football players has been kept in a certain scale. Can Chinese football maintain the basis of its development? China's Overall Plan for Reform and the Development of Football, which published in 2015, made a medium-term goal that realizing the sharp increase of teenager football players. It also proposed that primary schools and middle schools in China should put football into official PE courses and aid in the starting hour of football. There are already 5,000 special football schools in China. This number is supposed to reach at 20,000 in 2020 and 50,000 in 2025. It shows the perception of learn football while young and the resolution of develop the Chinese football level.
我们校园足球首先把足球融入到了体育课的课堂。我们初中每个班级每个星期都有一节足球课，让所有的孩子都有踢足球的机会。我们让一些对足球有一定兴趣、有一点点基础的孩子，建立了一个社团的平台。通过社团这个平台呢，我们的这些孩子呢，应该说足球也得到了提升。 还有我们的联赛。联赛是一个非常好的展现各个班级踢球孩子的对于阳光的一面，同时也是展现我们各个班级的这些孩子的凝聚力、团队合作意识的一个很好的平台。
Differ from the old ways of cultivating professional athletes, campus football calls for joint development of normal courses and football skills. Playing football needs sharp mind, starting courses needs good physical quality. So upgrading the perception of football cultivating can help people change the old way of utilitarian thinking, making football back to the essence of sport.
因为这训练非常辛苦，然后如果我能坚持下来，不仅是对我身体上的磨练，也是对我心理上的磨练，就是说对我成长非常有帮助。
Taking Jiangsu province as example, it has 1,383 national recognized special football schools. 6 districts are identified as national teenager football pilot area. Campus football has covered all range of the students.
如果说简单的只是从时间冲突上面讲，他们是有冲突的，就是你训练是要占据时间的啊，这个是我们不能否认。但是如果说一个孩子对踢足球很有兴趣，那么他踢足球对学习他是有促进的。从科学上来讲，一个人的运动水平好，他的这个对他的这个智力发展是有帮助的，这是有科学依据的。
It surely has all kinds of opinions and arguments about campus football, such as some people worry about it may increase the burden on children and become another form of competition. However, one point is pretty clear that football has its own charm to attract people all over the world. It is not because of the competition results make football the world's #1 sport. Figuring out how to make teenagers love football and enjoy it, that's the right direction of campus football.
Wow, I didn't expect China has done so much for children to achieve their dreams.
Yeah, Alex, actually more than that. Just look at where we are standing right now.
Yeah, it's the best proof.
Yeah, we are standing at the school, a special football called Daishan Primary School. And in this school, it shows the high level of standard training small boys, just around 6 or 7 years old. And through these years, there are more and more football special schools like this established in China, especially at the Nanjing city. One of the specialty of this school is that they hire some, foreign coaches from the renowned football club.
Oh, which football clubs?
Well, I think we can ask our next guest two these questions. Hi, it's a pleasure to have you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Well, first of all, could you please introduce yourself to the audience?
Yes, I'm the youth training director from Suning Sports Group and from International, FT International.
Okay, so can you give us a brief introduction about the whole training system in this Daishan Primary School?
Yes, of course. Suning Sports Group is actually a only larger sport group who has men's soccer team, women's soccer team in the first division, and one overseas club in the top European league, Inter Milan.
Yeah.
So as for the training system in the province Jiangsu, we divided it almost in 3 sections. One, the first one is our here you see, as you see here, the school part, school football. And the school football, that means we provide our professional resources like coaches, like our lessons from Inter Milan, and into this school, and also like we train the elite teams, school elite teams here, and also some coaches to train some coaches. Also we do some interesting class at the weekend, and the second part is we call the social youth training. This includes the interest group at the weekend, so coaching clinic at all levels, and so. And the last one is almost the very important one, or the almost the key one is our construction of our Suning youth elite teams. This means we deal with a lot of elite teams in the local province, in Jiangsu, like in Wuxi, in Yangzhou, in Xuzhou. We establish a lot of elite teams in Wuxi, in Yangzhou province, in district, and select some good youths to the Suning elite teams. And these are three very good parts of our youth teams. And the very important one is like our elite teams by Suning under 19 teams. These teams has won the fourth place last year in the national games in Nanjing, and also they won the national student games last year, the championship, and the third place reached the third place in the national championship, although in the last year. So we have very remarkable results. Also, I think the inter youth teams have a very remarkable results. We have won all the youth titles last year in the Italian youth league championship. So we have so in the future we want to establish very good elite teams. So.
I can see that. So, what's the expectation or what's the achievement the training system want to reach in the future?
You mean achievement?
Yeah, what the goals you want to achieve the whole system?
The goals. The goals are very important. Goals, I think, is to establish the whole youth training system in Jiangsu province. This is the most important things we want to do. And actually, in the last at the beginning of the June of this month, we signed a very important contract or agreement with professional department, provincial department of education, and provincial the football association, and also the sports bureau here in Jiangsu province. And this is the first agreement, I think, in China. So signed by contract, signed by enterprise in China. So in this case, Suning Sports Group, and sport bureau, education department, and football association. So this is, I think, this agreement has a very pioneering significance in China. So it's very important. I repeat, the very important thing is we want to establish a metro youth training system here in Jiangsu province. This is our goal, and we will do our best for this goal.
Okay. Well, then what's your take, what's your opinion about the whole China's football levels in the future? How do you say about it?
I think we have a lot of good youths, good young talents here in China. The very important thing is how we can provide them the environment to play football. So what we didn't do very good in the last time is we just train them in the very professional way. You know, in the kids or the young people, they are just playing football. It's not playing like professional players. So this maybe is a very good big mistake. So we can correct in the future. So if we can do it in the very scientific way or logistical way, I think Chinese future is very bright and very very hopeful.
Okay, just
And I think once our famous our Chinese philosopher in the Chinese modern history, the Mr. Liang Qizhao said once, strong youngs lead to a strong nation or the strong country. So I think our task is to train the very strong youngs.
Okay. Oh, absolutely. Well, one final request. Can you explain that I see so many small children here to protect the football? Can you give us some explanation about what they're doing right now?
They just do some football skill movement. This movement is always being taught by our Suning coaches,
Okay.
just like here.
Yeah.
You can see.
Okay, and I think they are playing very well. I just can see the future of the Chinese football. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Well, Alex, in these special football schools like this, to become a professional football player is not their only chance. It's not their only way to in the future.
And what chances do we have?
Yeah, they have a lot of another ways because the school has strong football culture to practice any of the other capabilities, just like you see here.
Oh, it's so cute. Wow, it's made by themselves.
All kind of arts the school has, and we have teachers from the school of Daishan here. Yeah, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Well,
Nice to meet you.
can you please give us a small explanation of all these arts?
Okay, I can. So I might say good afternoon first. And good afternoon. Nice to stand here and honored to show all of you guys about our school's football campus football.
Yeah.
As you can see, as I might say a football specialized school, we have strived to arouse our students' interest.
Yeah.
So there you can see there are lots of drawings and paintings. Sorry.
Yeah, I can hold that for you.
Okay, thank you. So we have lots of drawings and paintings that done by our students, and through this way they can open their mind and learn more things about football, right?
Yeah.
And also we have taken our students to the Chinese Football Association Super League to watch the football match. So our students get very, very excited and so extremely happy to see their own idols with their own eyes.
Okay.
Yes, and we have also invited the Nati, the vice president of Inter, to come to our school for football guidance, and our students had a very exciting football match with him. So all these ways can arouse our students' passion in football, but in particularly we can have many specific ways to learn more things about football, right? Just as I say, we have set up football clubs, and all the members in the football clubs had got a very comprehensive training. They train a lot, and they transfer our President's Cup. President's Cup, it's a football match that all of the students, all of the classes, you should take part in it. So it's our football clubs. And also we have set a school football team. We have took different parts, different kinds of the matches, and we got first prize. Yeah, first prize for the girls and second for the boys. So they're so exciting. It's amazing thing, right? But just as I said before, as a football specialist school, right, we have measured, we have stressed the communication and holistic learning and multicultural awareness, right? And we think that football is a very perfect, best way to achieve these targets. So, because it's a way that you can strengthen our students' physics, and I might say, and you can fully understand the significance of cooperation and solidarity. Because you should run together, you should work together, and you should encourage each other.
So it can help with the students' normal grades too.
Yes, sure. And so it also serves as a way to open a window for students into the world, a world full of diversity, multicultural, and also their curiosity, I think.
Yeah.
But that's all the things we are treasured with race. So it's our campus football culture.
Oh, I see. I can feel the strong atmosphere of the loving football, loving the World Cup in this school.
Yes, they love football very much.
Yeah, yes. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I like it with you.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, bye bye. Well, Alex, after so many of the football educating projects, I can't wait to see tonight at 8 o'clock the games right now.
Me too.
You know, the China, even though the China's national team haven't played very well the great at this World Cup, but we can wait to the next generation or even the next generation. We have the faith that we can play football well in the future.
Yes, I'm sure China will be in the next.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you for
Yeah.
the recent.
So don't forget our prediction. You predicted that England will beat Panama with 3-0. Okay. I kind of disagree with that because I think maybe there will be a tie, maybe 0-0, 1-1. So let's wait to see. We'll wait the night to see the results. Okay.
Let's wait.
So this is the content of our show, and don't forget to leave a comment if Alice get the right choice of the game. Okay.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. See you next time.
See you next time.